What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest. Today is Sunday, November 13th, 2016, and it is a beautiful day in Arizona as the Cardinals have pulled off a win against the 49ers, so sorry if you're a San Francisco fan. Better luck next time. However, today in Marvel Puzzle Quest land, unrelated to sports, we have quite a few things going on. We're going to do some MaCho Time. And then today is a double Crash of the Titans, so we're going to do a part 1 video for the MaCho Time, then we're going to do part 2 for Crash of the Titans, just because that's the way I decided to do it. So, go Cardinals, we're going to turn the hat around, better lighting. First let's claim level 68, 30,000 ISO, got it. And then, we're about to hit 69, so that'll come in just a moment. I was going to do a MaCho Time for my very last 3-star that I needed to do, which was Mystique, and then I got another 3-star, Doctor Strange. So we're actually going to do a double MaCho Time, Max and Champ overview. Then we're going to do a double Crash the Titans time, so it's going to be a lot of fun ahead, so stay tuned for the next video if you're watching this one. Mystique was my last 3-star originally scheduled for this MaCho Time. She's been at level 100 for a while. She's grown on me a little bit more, I can say. Definitely looking forward to leveling her up. There was a time where I actually had covers to do so and let them expire, and was kicking myself for a while after that, and then I couldn't get any more Mystique covers until just recently, so here we go. 107,000 ISO to get up to 166. There's 7,500 to take her up a notch to the champion level. If you're new to the channel, I want to take a moment to say thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for clicking that link. If you're a regular, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with it. If you find this video helpful and enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a quick thumbs up. Let me know you enjoyed it. Comment below. You can also subscribe and find more videos like this, as well as Crash of the Titans videos, which I do once every 5 days, which is pretty much whenever they do Crash of the Titans. So, let's get started with checking out the rewards for Mystique. So as per all 3 stars, when they get championed, your very first reward is going to be a legendary recruit token. And then you get 1 cover of each ability for a particular 4-star character. And it looks like Mystique's is Iceman. So I'm very sad that I did not start this process sooner. I've been dying to get some purple covers for Iceman. Blue I think is already maxed out, so there's purple at 223. I would love to get that. Some more legendary recruit tokens, command points, ISO, recruit tokens, command points, and on down to his green ability at 265, followed by a recruit token for legendary draw at 266, as per the norm. So at 166, we'll take a look at Mystique really quickly here. She's at about a little over 8,000 health. Not a tank, but probably average at best. Her abilities are what make her unique. She has Shapeshift, which stuns the target at level 5 for 2 turns, and steals 1 AP of whatever color the enemy team matches. So this does not work for goons if you're fighting against them, because they don't match tiles. They do generate their own AP, but that is not affected by this ability. It is an 8-turn countdown tile, so as long as it can be kept on the board and in play, it will continue to draw 1 AP per turn of each match there. So if it gets a cascade where there's a couple, I believe it actually does draw from each match that's made. Infiltration is a unique one that transforms tiles that are red, green, or yellow into purple or black tiles. So purple and black are going to feed her other 2 abilities. She's the only one that generates purple tiles that I'm aware of. There are people who use purple tiles to generate green, such as Grey Suit Black Widow, as well as Kamala Khan. But generating purple tiles is a bit more rare. So it is random in which color they turn. Black, there are a couple characters who generate black tiles, like Dr. Doom, for example. And then, I feel like there's one other one, but maybe I'm mistaken. Anyways, so that ability is somewhat unique. It does have a 10 AP cost, which isn't great for AP generation compared to Iron Man Model 40. And that one gives red, blue, and then I believe purple and green depending on what level you max it out to. At level 5 it does transform 9 tiles instead of 6. Same thing, 7 at level 4. So it jumps up by an extra 2 for the final level, which can create cascades. It can add to your AP base. It can also be useless if it's just totally random and puts it in a horrible location, in which case it can feed the enemy extra AP with those matches. So it is a hit or miss ability. That's why I keep it at level 3, because it's not as guaranteed to be useful. Master Stroke, it's a 11 AP cost, but it does have the capability to do a ton of damage. Base damage is 3130 and reduces enemy team's red, green, and yellow AP by 2, and her team's yellow AP by 2. Now, as far as I know, that is a new revamp of her ability. It didn't used to do that in the original design, but it has been changed recently. If Mystique is shapeshifted with her purple ability, removes the shapeshift tile and deals an extra 4,172 damage. So that is going to be more than double the base damage of 3130, increases to 7,300 and change roundabouts at the 166 level. Of course, as she increases in level, this is going to be more potent. So it really does behoove you to get this shapeshift on the board and then use Master Stroke unless you're in a pinch. Also, if you have any red, green, or yellow abilities that other teammates have, it's best to use them first and then this ability so you can manage that AP. It can't take 2 away if there are none there, or if you are able to get that ability off, then whatever AP is left over after is not going to be as important. So, let's level her up. We're going to take that recruit token and a few more. I have about 4 of these covers, I believe. 5. So I went from 166 to 171. And next we're going to do Doctor Strange. And for Doctor Strange, he's at 140 currently. Whoop, passed him. 140. There he is. He moved because Mystique got shifted. So I have my Doctor Strange currently at a 553 build. Once he's championed, and you can change your abilities around however you like once they're championed, I'm going to make him a 535 build. And you're going to watch as I'm able to do that here. Once I have enough ISO, which I don't at the moment, but I'm going to fix that very quickly by dumping, let's go 2-star Black Widow, and we're just going to sell her back real quick for 65,000. Gives us more than enough. I have a bunch of those covers waiting to restart a new character. So I always recommend rebooting 2-star characters given the increased abundance of their drop rate as far as rewards or from missions, from packs if you're drawing there. And the more you rebuild them, you can earn those rewards for your shield ranking, adding new covers in. You can earn the 3-star rewards, which can go towards your champions, and you get the extra ISO and hero points, which is quite helpful as well. So now we're back to Doctor Strange. We have enough to max from 140 to 166. It's 61,000 cost there, and 7,500 to make every 3-star a champion. Now I do have 1 extra cover to add for the legendary recruit token, but before we do that, now that he's a champion here, we're going to make this a level 5 ability. We'll go over these in just a moment. I know this is what I've been waiting to do all day, as soon as the Cardinals game was finished. So, level at champion level 166 with full covers. Crimson Bands of Sidorak, it's a 9 AP blue cost. Basically creates a chosen basic tile into a 3-turn countdown, stuns for 3 turns the target enemy, and destroys 3 enemy AP of that color. So if you know Grey Suit Black Widow is about to use Sniper Rifle and just wreck your team, you can steal 3 of the green AP by placing this on a basic green tile and kind of slow that ability from being used. Also deals 1772 damage each turn. So 3 times 1772, I'm going to do math, roughly 4,800, give or take, a little bit more actually, probably closer to 4,900, 5,100. Yes, I was rounding down for math purposes, but when I figured to round back up, it's a little over 5,000 for simple math purposes. In total, if you keep the countdown tile alive. So works well against goons that don't match, or if you can pick a place on the board that is not in danger of being erased by a match 4, where it's going to draw that line across the entire row or column and just eliminate everything there. Or that it's in a place where it can be matched away easily, basically. So keeping this tile alive can do, in 3 turns, 5,000 damage. And then also destroys that enemy AP. It doesn't steal it, it just destroys it. Eye of Agamotto, it's a fairly high cost at 11 AP. Removes up to 2 random enemy attack, protect, or strike tiles and gains 3 purple AP. Now, I ran into this problem with the Strange Days event using Doctor Strange. That was, I try to use the freebie one as much as possible just to preserve health packs. If you can, do that, I always recommend it. It's a great conservation technique to keep those health packs for other events in PvP or PvE. So with this ability, I was stacking up purples by making matches, but it didn't have any effect because the team that I was going against didn't create attack or protect or strike tiles, etc., etc. There was no damage, so it helped me to have extra damage on match, but it didn't help me in terms of using an ability because this was the only purple that I had on my team. Just for whatever reason, the characters I was matching or pairing him with, it was to cover the color spread for match damage, not necessarily for abilities. And I was relying a little bit more on the other 2 characters since the starter, Doctor Strange, was, I think, level 145, and the enemies I was fighting were a little bit stronger. So it was really more about the teammates he was paired with just for the sake of the match. So unless you know you're going to fight somebody who is generating a lot of these tiles, maybe in a big enchilada event where it's waves and there's going to be the ninjas who create strike tiles when they die, or the Maja muscle that creates the threatened tiles, things like that. I would really abstain from making this ability up to level 5, where it also targets invisibility and trap tiles. So invisibility tiles can be a nuisance, and trap tiles are the worst, but it only removes up to 2, and it's random. So if you're fighting a Kishu, one of the hand ninjas who creates all those Caltrops tiles, it's going to remove 2 of them. There's always a ton more than that, and so it's no guarantee of what you're going to remove, especially for such a high cost at 11. Flames of the Fall Team, this is a passive ability for the 3-star level. It does have a cost on the 5-star Doctor Strange, but I highly recommend making this a level 5. One of the best abilities in the game to date, hands down. Whenever an enemy fires a power, at level 166 this is, it's going to deal 1719 damage to the target and give a burst of health to the team for 361. So that's every ability, whether it's a goon or a character, for whatever purpose. It's not passive abilities like Scarlet Witch's Arcane incantation where she puts a blue countdown tile on the board. It's not going to work with abilities like that. Based on experience, I've seen the battle outcome with that one. But with anything that is an active cost of AP, so basically any other ability in the game that's not passive. Great way to take down enemies with extra damage without having to spend any extra AP to do it. It's basically like the Iron Fist's green ability, exquisite technique, or not his green ability, but his black ability where he puts a green attack tile down. The only difference is you're only getting to use it whenever an ability is used. So if you're ever to fight Doctor Strange in a PvP battle or PvE situation for whatever reason, definitely try to hold off on using those abilities until he's gone, or you can stun him or send him airborne or something to that effect, just to avoid this as a retaliation against that. So now that he's a 5/3/5 build, we're going to take a legendary recruit token with that extra cover I had left over. Now he's 167, and as you can see, the abilities increase just ever so slightly, but basically still do the same thing. Now that we got those two MaCho Times out of the way, let's go ahead and we'll just briefly going to recruit back that 2-star Black Widow, and I'm going to do this the easy way instead of clicking each little thing before I forget. And okay, whoop. Apparently that's all I have for that one. Definitely recommend Espionage as a level 5. I go with a 5/3/5 build for her. You know, just until I get another. Actually, I can champion her now, but I don't have the AP for or the ISO for it. So that's going to stay. I'll champion her later and get her moving on up. But what we are going to do is recruit some legendary tokens. Alright, so pretty good luck there with Heroic, starting off with a 3-star, so hopefully that holds true for these legendary draws. Now we are going to do 2 of them, since we got 2 legendary recruit tokens from this video. And then the next video that I do is going to be the Crash of the Titans, hopefully getting some more legendary recruit tokens there, and then we'll draw some more. You know what, we'll do 3. How about that? So 3 in total. We got another Natasha Romanoff Black Widow. And this does have Black Bolt, Black Widow, and Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme as 5 stars that have a 10% or a 5% chance drop rate per draw in this category or in this pack. All the other 5 stars are 1.9% draw rate in the classic legendary pack, and then all 4 stars are 2.2 in both. So we'll go again with this. It's another 5-star. It's another Flames of the Fall Team, my favorite Doctor Strange ability. Very similar to the 3-star, so I'm very stoked for that. And we end with a 4-star Luke Cage, which I already have his Defender ability to 5. So a little bit of a letdown there, but good for the other abilities getting 2 5-stars. I said we'd do 3. That's 3. Let's go ahead and add them into the roster. So we'll start with Doctor Strange. 2 5-stars are right up front. So Doctor Strange is getting level 3 Flames of the Fall Team, and this, like I said, did have that AP cost compared to the passive ability for the 3-star version. It's 14 yellow AP, which sounds, it's a lot, but it deals 1840 damage, and then it also has well, now 2146, moving up a level, and still has the passive ability to deal 780 damage to the target whenever an enemy fires a power. So this has doesn't give you the heal, the team heal that the 3-star does, but it gives you the option to deal extra damage, and an extra 2100 is decent amount. If you're using 5 stars, it's not a lot. at max level, this goes up to 3986, so nearly double what the third level is, but not quite double. 4,000 damage for 14 AP I can justify. For 2100, that's a bit of a stretch. I would definitely be using either somebody to generate AP for this, or steal AP for this, or hope that it's a drawn-out battle where you have enough to earn up that 14 AP. I have Agamotto in this one. Has a different action. It creates an eye tile on the board, and then that eye tile randomly removes an attack tile. As you level it up, it will remove attack or protect, attack, protect, or strike, including invisibility, and then also including trap tiles. The eye can't be matched and does not fall. That is a better use of the ability, I feel, that it does something that's a more persistent value versus randomly just picking 2 and then that's your cost for the 3-star. So I might play with that one a little bit depending on who I'm up against. And then Crimson Bands of Sidorak, same name, same blue, 9 AP cost. This one creates a countdown tile, a stun, destroys the AP, and deals damage per turn. Very similar to the 3-star. Pretty much copycat ability, 3 turns of stun, 3-turn countdown tile, and deals 1589 per turn. Times 3 is about 1500. So at level 1, or I'm sorry, that's at level 5, but not leveled up with Doctor Strange. That's him at the 255 5-star basic level. The only 5-star I ever leveled up to 270 was Old Man Logan way back when, and then as soon as I did that, I realized that the matching system for opponents goes by your highest level. So now I do get sometimes higher opponents in PvP, so if you have 5-star covers that you haven't leveled yet, I would caution you to hold off on that until you're ready to make that jump. If there was a way to take levels back off Old Man Logan, I would, just for that reason. Keeping your opponents down in rank is an easier way to rank yourself higher. So a little bit of PvP and roster management for that. And that is going to wrap up this video. I'm going to go jump into Crash of the Titans next. There's actually 2 today because there was a boo-boo on the last one. And so we get a chance to do it again, hopefully with the patch that they were talking about. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, don't forget to leave a quick thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, comment below, let me know what your thoughts are. Quick welcome to all the new subscribers. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll put the link in the description below. And keep on questing. Just a quick edit for the end of the video. I normally do this, and I completely forgot until just now. But the 4-star champion rewards for championing Doctor Strange, 3-star Doctor Strange, is going to be Nova. Is it Sam Alexander Nova, starting with his yellow ability at 183. You're going to scroll down to 225, or 223 rather, get his red ability, and then at 265 his black ability, followed by a legendary recruit token at the end. So that's your extra little tidbit. Thanks for sticking around, and keep an eye out for a Crash of the Titans video coming next.